Hello everyone, this is Tammy from Tammy Colors 2. So you might wonder why Spockfire and I are here today, and that's because I am going to do a series. A new series that hopefully I can keep up with. I don't have a schedule, but I'm hoping once every week or every 2 weeks I'll do a page out of Jen Racine's new book, Time for a Cuppa, a celebration of tea coloring book. The reason is I love tea. I guess I should post a picture of our tea bar. We have a house that has a family room that is our game room, and it had a bar, you know, like a little nook with a sink. And so instead of it being a bar, it's a tea and coffee bar. So I'll take a picture and insert that here so you can see. And it's all loose leaf tea. We do have some tea bags, but not many. Most of our tea we get from, there's a tea shop in Ann Arbor, and a lot of it, honestly, we would get on our trips to Germany, which we've not been since 2019 because of COVID, so I'm hoping we get to go back soon. Tea is so nice. Europe in general, it's so expensive here in America, and you know, in Germany it's just cheap for lovely, beautiful tea. Ronefeld. I'll show you what I'm drinking today, which I'm actually out of the brand because it came from Germany. But anyway, I do have the type of tea, so anyway, I intend to have these be quick, like 15-20 minutes. This one might be a little bit longer because I'm explaining a few things, and Spock Bear can go over here and listen. Funny story, I had my cup of tea over here and I had done my swatches, so I picked out my colors for this picture I'm going to do, and I was clipping my phone into the holder and it dropped and it fell on my cup of tea, knocking it over and spilling tea all over my desk. So if I sound exasperated, that is why. All over my 2 brand new swatch books, of which I've only had one of them just today. So this one, it didn't hurt it too much. It's just on the edge. It didn't really get anywhere. I wasn't going to return it or anything anyway, but it's just, you know, it'll be fine. It's just frustrating. The other one is in the bathroom, or no, the other one just got on the edge too, and the dust cover. So I really need this moment to calm down. I didn't say anything bad. I'm just like, I go downstairs to put my mat, because I had to put my desk mat in the washer. And he looks at me and he says, "Is something wrong?" I said, "I'm only ever allowed to have a sippy cup. That's it from now on." So you can see my swatch thing is kind of stained by tea, but that's okay. It's not permanent, so it won't do any harm. It's just a scratched pad that I'm trying to use up. So let's show you what I did if I could find it. So what I did was today we are doing, ironically, the first one, and that is because my husband, I was doing something and my husband said, "Do you want some tea? I'm making some." And I'm like, "Awesome, what kind are you making?" And he says, "Assam." I'm like, "Perfect, that'll work." And so I decided to just come in here and do this and start my new series. I've been thinking about it, and so this is me making a command decision to do this because it sounds fun and I love tea. Share the love of tea with other people. So if I can find it again, I had a palette sort of picked out, trying not to get a wet book on my other book. Here we go. So I sort of picked out this, and I'm sort of I'm pulling colors from both of these because this is my main color. I have an inspiration photo which I can show you here, and from that I picked out a color, and I'm using kind of this as my inspiration, or my guide, my palette guide. I need to sit it over here out of the way so it's not in the view too much, and I will, oh, and before I do that, So I am enjoying, really quickly, if I can do this. You can't see the glass, but it is etched with the name of Hims, which is a tea company that actually supplies teas to coffee shops and tea shops. It's in Germany. It is a commercial, and when you go, if you've never been to Germany, when you get served beer or Coke or anything branded, not everything, but most things seem to be served to you in a branded glass. Like if you get your Pilsner, the brand of Pilsner it is served to you in that glass. I don't know what the how they decide, because they obviously don't have all the brands, but most of the time. So I don't really know what the rules are. I'm not German. I don't live there. And I've never asked my German friends, ironically. But so we actually ordered these tea glasses from the Hims company because these are commercial. And you can just buy them if you want. So we ordered a set with a little trays. And this is actually Assam. So Hims, in our opinion, makes one of the best Assams I have ever had. And it comes in these, because I mean, you can just buy them as a consumer, but you have to order them. And I don't think they ship overseas. The site is all in German. And when I buy it over there, I have it shipped to my friend's Karsten's house in Frankfurt. And then I just pick it up when we would go. I would just bring it home with me. So I'm considering ordering and having shipped to his house and seeing if he'll mail me some tea, but we'll see. So my tea that I am enjoying, my lovely Assam. I assume this is one of the Assams we get from Tea House in Ann Arbor. And if anybody wants the tea shop's website address, they do ship. They do mail orders. So, but anyway, I have picked out colors to try to make this fast. Not that we can't relax. We're going to try. I haven't done a color and chat type thing in a very long time. I don't know whether to start at the top or the bottom. Let's start at the top. I have my markers all pulled out here. I am using Arteza Everblends. So hopefully I can just knock this out. So with that, how is everybody doing? It has been very busy. So how do you all feel about tea? Am I using the dark color first? Of course I am. I don't want to use the dark color first. So tea has been a part of my life for a while now. Not my entire life. I do drink tea and coffee. As a general rule. So, but we drink tea every morning. I do have a coffee maker and a Keurig. And the question is whether when the coffee maker dies, I will just have a Keurig. I don't know. I don't really I do make pots of coffee, but I also collect teapots. I mean, I don't like collect every one that I see. I just have I don't know, I think we have about a dozen teapots. Some are very pretty. And we enjoy tea on the weekends. I told my husband, like, well, no, I was telling somebody, maybe myself, that we drink Turkish tea, and I actually have the apparatus to make said Turkish tea, because you make it in a special way, and we make it every Saturday, which is cool. Oh, I know, I think I said that in my flip through. We make Turkish tea every Saturday because you have to do it. You can make it in a double boiler if you really want to. You just need a way to steep the tea slowly, not in the water that is boiling. But that is talking about Turkish tea, not Assam. Assam is used as a base for a lot of different teas. It is just a plain black tea, but you will find it in a lot of mixtures. And I didn't look any of this up. I'm just telling you what I know from my years of drinking tea. It is, I believe it is part of English breakfast, which is another one of our favorites. We have English breakfast every Sunday in a teapot with milk and cream, because if you didn't know, in America we don't typically drink milk in our tea. And I have been drinking tea for a very long time. Now, normally I still put sugar in my black tea, but I didn't this time, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, because when I spilled it, of course I don't use sugar, I'm a diabetic, so I just use sweetener. But I'm just doing a little marker shading. I'm trying to do marker shading. If I don't like it, then I can come back with a pencil later. So let's see, what else about the tea? Assam is just a base. It should be strong. It shouldn't be bitter. I mean, you can always tell. I mean, some people like bitter tea. It's not my forte, personally. I enjoy black teas very much. So, excuse me. And many varieties. Which I'm sure I posted the picture of our tea bar. We used to have more. We do have quite a number of tins that are empty because, like I said, we haven't been able to get the teas that we normally get. So that is sad, and I miss them very much. Oh man, I always make a mistake with my markers. It never fails, every time. You know, I'm all not calmed down. My tea spill made me very exasperated. But that is really all I can say. It's just one of my favorites. A good Assam is very good. A bad Assam is very bad. Another tea company we enjoy is that you can get on Amazon is Vadam, V-A-D-A-M. It's an Indian tea company, and they do a lot of good teas. They make some really good chais, obviously. But we enjoy their tea quite a bit. And I think I had their Assam. I'm pretty sure I've tried their Assam. It's just not one of my favorites. But to each his own. Everyone has their own tea that they like and that they don't like. Or maybe you don't like tea at all. My husband loves tea. And a broad variety of tea. I probably like more different teas than he does. He loves white tea and black tea. I tend to like everything. I want flavors. I want not flavors. I like whites. Earl Grey is probably my favorite. I can't wait to do the Earl Grey picture. That'll be fun. Oh, look, I have cat hair on my marker. There's a shock. Let's see if I move over here. Can you still see? Yes. So we're going to do these leaves over here. I probably, let's see, do I have the dark color? Some of these markers are hard to tell the dark and the light because they're so light. So that is all about tea. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm certainly not like a tea snob or anything, but I know quite a bit. And if you want a really good bagged tea, Numi has really, I've always liked their teas. And there's nothing wrong with bagged tea. I mean, it's just a preference. I'll drink either, but if I have my preference, I enjoy loose leaf tea because I feel like it steeps better because it's loose and it gets out in the, you get more flavor. Usually the tea leaves are larger because they have to cut them down. Now with teas like Numi, or some of the higher end teas, you know, even in the tea bags, you'll get some bigger leaves, which is always nicer. It's just the cheap ones where they chop the leaves so much, you're not going to get as much flavor. And I know a lot of people like red rose tea. I don't think I've ever had it. And it was funny because when I went to Michigan for one of the first times I went to Michigan, and my husband and I were dating, he had these little figurines, and he's like, "Oh, those used to be in red rose tea." And I'm like, "What's red rose tea?" But, you know, my family wasn't really tea drinkers. So I had tea bags and stuff, but never anything fancy. I'm the one that decided on the fancy when I got older, what I enjoyed. So every morning I go down and I boil water. We have a Cuisinart hot water kettle that has the different temperature settings, and I will tell you, those are so nice. This is our second one. I bought one for my husband because, you know, I got tired of, I'm not patient. When William, my husband, says that tea is supposed to teach you patience, well, I'm not doing it right, because trust me, I'm pretty sure I haven't learned any patience from the tea. I get impatient making it. I'm like, is it done yet? But, you know, that being said, I like the hot water kettle because you don't have to keep the pot on the stove. Because, you know, most people leave their tea kettles out. You don't put your tea kettle away every day. At least, not here in America. That's the one thing that gets left out, and it gets all scungy and dusty sometimes if you don't clean it. I mean, even if you use it every day, because it sits on your stove, it gets grease and oil and stuff. And so that's what I like about the Cuisinart. It's by itself. You just plug it in, and you can use different temperatures because different teas steep better at certain temperatures. You certainly don't have to. I mean, you can if you're a tea snob, and I apologize if you're a tea snob. That's just what we call people. I mean, I guess I'm half tea snob, but I'll still drink anything. I won't turn down tea. Although I know when I go to like Waffle House for breakfast, I'll have coffee because I can't deal with the cheap tea. Sometimes it's just not worth it. So, I don't know. We'll see if I like this. I'm trying to do all of the tea leaves first. So, where am I at? 18 minutes. I guess what I should do is, I've talked probably about as much about Assam. I'm sure I'll get better at these as time goes on, talking about tea and figuring out what people want to know, if you want to know anything. But, so what I should do is finish these leaves and either film this, you know, maybe I'll just go finish it. I can talk about tea, and then I can finish the picture and show you at the end of the video what the lovely colors that I picked out come up with. And then hopefully we can make this a regular thing, because I know a lot of you enjoy tea. And I might have to start writing down facts about the tea. Because I certainly don't know everything. And I can't wait to see how my colors come out here. I might come in with some pencil. I usually do. Because it depends on my marker blending. Sometimes I do really well, sometimes I don't. It depends. But I'm hoping I can come up with a really pretty picture for y'all. You know? And I do love the Arteza Everblends. So, let me finish this. I'll just finish this one. So y'all have to let me know if you enjoy tea, and what your favorite kind is. I don't know if you all want me to talk about a particular one in here that's in this book. You can watch my flip through and say, oh, I'd really like to hear about blah, 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 or watch you color this page next. Because, you know, that's exciting. And maybe we'll get to know stuff about each other from coloring tea leaves and stuff. Because I'm trying to do more in the community because I've been so busy, and it's not like my life is any less busy, but so let me finish this and then I will come back and show you the finished product. All right, this is it. This is my finished Assam picture. So it's just straight marker blending. I didn't use any pencils or anything like that. I do think I need to do a little something on the clouds, but which I forgot to do. But anyway, you know, do I put sparkly stuff in? Because we always have to have sparkly, don't we? 1 second. Where is my... Oh, is it up here? Yep. My clear jelly roll. And we'll just add a little bit of something to the clouds. This is always usually one of my simple things that I do to clouds to make them show up, sparkle, be fun. I just love it. I think it's fun. Anyway, there we go. So now it's done. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you like Assam tea, how you feel about tea. Do you just like coffee? I don't know if I could do a coffee one. Maybe Jen needs to do a coffee one. Oh my goodness. We could just be caffeinated. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the series. I don't know what's next. Boba. Ooh, that one's going to be tough. I don't do boba tea, but we'll come up with something. Or I'll pick something else to do. If anyone knows of a sugar-free boba alternative, please let me know. I am always up for that. But anyway, welcome to my new series. Thanks for watching, and we will talk about tea the next time.